Are you people f***ing retarded?
What is up, space pirates? This is your admiral, the dread pirate Dr. Disaster, and far off, in the distant future, when human beings have been replaced with robots, interplanetary travel has been achieved, and even Grand Theft Auto 6 has finally been released, there will come a day when The Elder Scrolls Part 6 is finally effing released, and when it does come, I fully expect the game to be complete dog shit.
Disappointed!
There are a lot of reasons to think that this game will be crap when it comes out, not the least of which being the fact that the last Bethesda game, Starfield, was an utter disappointment. Never mind the uninspired gameplay and uninspired setting and all that, the fact that they plugged in progressive pronoun crap into the game was enough to make me roll my eyes and completely take me out of the game.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronoun!
Oh, you're right. And when you're right, you're right. And you're always right.
There have been a plethora of other things to worry about when it comes to Elder Scrolls 6 as well. We got a glimpse of these three high-ranking employees here who don't exactly inspire confidence in me that this game won't be woke as hell. They hired this guy too, a former BioWare employee who was one of the main writers for Dragon Age the Veilguard and who also did a little work on Ghost of Yotei. Bethesda just brought him on, and of course, who could forget the following post, which came from the official Bethesda Twitter account right after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and which got absolutely obliterated.
Nice place. You don't care much about these fascists, do you?
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Well, despite all of the problems the studio has had with employees saying horrible, shit-lib nonsense where they condone political violence, we have another example of one of these schmucks from Bethesda saying some reprehensible crap on social media, glorifying violence by propping up a terrorist organization in Antifa. Ed Lynch is the lead animator for Elder Scrolls Online, and he was all about this no kings shit from this last weekend where a bunch of people who are not ruled over by a monarchy were permitted to speak in ways that wouldn't be allowed under monarchical rule, LARPing as if they are some sort of freedom fighters. Anyway, he posted this on Blue Sky in support of actual terrorists, which tells you everything you need to know about the sorts of people that Microsoft has working on the Elder Scrolls universe. And in response to this jackass's stupid post, there are a few words I'd like him to hear.
In my own way, I am king. Hail to the king, baby.
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've had a lot of people tell me that they have been unwillingly unsubscribed to the channel, so make sure you check into that, and also, give me a follow over on X, where my handle is Dr. Disaster 1. And if you feel like supporting the channel and helping keep the lights on, consider becoming a member for as little as $5 per month. But alrighty, let's take a look at what this lead animator wrote on social media. He said in this post, "Antifa, assemble." And yeah, I know it's just a joke, but I am getting extremely sick of hearing that from these people over and over. We heard the same excuses last month, right after Charlie Kirk was killed. And if it was just a joke, then why in the hell has this post now been removed on this guy's account? He took it down. Why do that if he was just joking? And the answer is because he wasn't joking, and he's not sorry he did it, he's sorry he was caught. Just like this person here. This is the blue sky profile of Piddlebucket, a they-them person who lists herself as a producer at Bethesda, and she had a bunch of posts in the wake of Charlie Kirk's murder which were just appalling as hell that we simply cannot forget about. Right after Charlie died, she posted, "I'm feeling fancy. Should I order fancy takeout for no reason?" And then below that, you can see she posted the crab rave meme right after Charlie Kirk was killed. And then here, she reposted this blue sky post, which says, "You are under no obligation to mourn the death of people who would have celebrated yours." And I don't know who in the flying hell needs to hear this, but Charlie Kirk was a peaceful man who absolutely never hurt anyone and would not, categorically would not, celebrate anyone's death. These idiots act like words that they disagree with are some terrible form of violence, but actual violence perpetrated by them is just some form of casual disagreement. That is how they behave. But anyways, then this person also reposted this, which says, "They'll ask you to mourn the deaths they mourn and no others. They'll ask you to cherish the lives they cherish and no others." And of course, once again, the context is that all of this was said right after the assassination. And then this might be the most egregious thing that she posted. Actually, it was a repost. This person here shared a news story where someone said that violence is bad and that it must never be the answer to political disagreements. And then this person that Piddlebucket reposted said, "This is why liberals can't defeat fascism. Nazism is not a political disagreement." In other words, they're saying that Charlie Kirk is a Nazi, according to these people, and they think that what happened to him was justified, and yeah, they will keep acting like all the things that they're saying are just jokes, but that is the problem with the worldview of these unhinged morons. The problem is that anyone who disagrees with them is classified as a Nazi. And it's all just a bunch of jokes until one of these losers is urged on enough by all this talk to go out and do something drastic. And I, for one, utterly refuse to support any company that employs people like this. I refuse to give them my money. Now, in fairness, Microsoft did put out this statement on social media last month after a bunch of their employees were caught saying stuff like this. They wrote, "We're aware of the views expressed by a small subset of our employees regarding recent events. We take matters like this very seriously, and we are currently reviewing each individual situation. Comments celebrating violence against anyone are unacceptable and do not align with our values." And in fairness, if you search up Piddlebucket now on Blue Sky, that name no longer pops up, so she clearly either deleted or hid her account. But that's not enough. People like that need to be purged out of their company, because if you don't do that, then we get people thinking that it's okay to post stuff like this. Keeping in mind that Antifa is a designated terrorist organization that has committed horrible violence for years now. And here is an excerpt from Microsoft's own online safety guidelines where they say, "At Microsoft, we recognize that we have an important role to play in preventing violent extremists, including terrorists and terrorist groups, from abusing online platforms. We do not allow content that promotes or glorifies violent extremists, helps them to recruit, or encourages or enables their activities." Well, look at this post here from your own employee, Microsoft. Clearly, you do permit posts that glorify terrorist groups. Yes, I know that these shitlibs out there will try to play word games and coyly claim that there is no such thing as Antifa. It's just an idea, don't you know? Well, that idea has beaten people to within an inch of their lives, has caused untold millions, probably even billions of dollars in property damage, and generally just intimidates people into doing as they want in an effort to overthrow civil society, and I'm simply not having it. I don't give a shit if this guy's post here was just a joke or not a joke or whatever. Once more, I implore everyone listening to file this information away in your memory and remember not to buy anything from these shitheads until they purge these people from their ranks. Grums, over on X, seems to concur with my opinion. He wrote about this guy's post saying, "So this is the lead animator for Elder Scrolls Online, supporting a terrorist org that violently assaults, doxes, and spreads misinfo. This is why AAA sucks now, and how you have to pull a Ubisoft and just take their IPs away to save it. The game industry is full of activists who were nepo hired by other activists. They support terrorist orgs like Antifa and campaign to get popular games changed to reflect their authoritarian worldview. When they started to nepo hire activists, quality at AAA plummeted. There is a direct correlation. When you need numbers, you sacrifice on the talent part. The original activists might have been talented, but they don't care anymore. They just want more woke, and they give their unqualified friends jobs to do it and work to promote each other into management roles. It's been an invasion for the past 5 years since COVID allowed for lax hiring standards as people demand soared. Well, like I said, I'm simply not having it. I need Microsoft to do something about these employees publicly, or I refuse to spend another penny on them, especially on Bethesda. It's not enough to reprimand these people and tell them to keep their social media posts quiet. These are awful ghouls who celebrate violence, and the only way to stop it is to have jobs yanked away from them. That is the only language they will understand. But I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your contempt for these D-bags who have hollowed out the gaming industry into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching me, hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.